Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Vanzant, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Good morning. Wake your ass up. What's up? What's up? What's up?
It's the Man Cave Morning Show. Let's clap it up for that.
Beautiful Wednesday morning.
Yes. It's an amazing Wednesday morning.
Woke up on the right side of life. Hey.
That's the best side to wake up on,
yes,
bro.
Sir, yes,
the
sir.
right side of life. Clap that.
Yes, sir.
I have the most awesome squad ever in the building. In the building. You know how we do. Let me introduce the squad before we get started, and salute to you all out there. All right. To my left, my man, 50 grand. We go way back like this hairline of mine. We call him DJ Smooth Dick.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Great to be back. Another beautiful day. What's up, everybody out there?
Yes, and to the far right, of course, the dude that gets a little rude, especially when he's in a bad mood. We call him Deacon Woo Woo.
Let's get it. We turn this for the children. You know what it is, son.
And rocking the short cut.
Yes.
With
the sparkly
bedazzled glasses.
The bedazzled.
Yes. Looking all cute and
the
soft.
Shiny.
The flamethrower.
The glimmery.
Yes.
The flamethrower.
We call her affectionately Jackie D.
AKA DJ
Glam
DJ Glam Guy.
Thank you, Wade. And you would be, sir?
I am just humbly.
Hey.
Storm Norton General.
Hey.
Yes, you are.
Humble servant.
Yes, you are.
At your service. Salute to you all. Peace and blessings. But first, shout out to everybody watching us live right now on YouTube.
Boom.
For sure.
Watching us live right now on Twitter and Periscope. Watching us live right now on Ustream.
Boom.
Watching us live right now on the mother site, WBKS1.com.
Yes.
Boom.
Watching us live right now on FB. And listening to us live on the worldwide TuneIn app. Salute to you all. This is the Man Cave Morning Show. Let's get it on and Yes. We're going to show a little Facebook love. We want you to share this out to the world. It's going to be an awesome show today. We got a great guest today, too. By the way, y'all going to be surprised about how much things and how many things this guest has done. Shout out to Lynette Watkins on the check-in.
Yes. What's up,
Yes,
Lynette?
good morning.
Peace.
Good morning, Nikki Raspberry on the check-in.
Raspberry.
Good morning, Helen and Kiss on the check-in.
Peace.
Good morning, Eugene Napoleon Nat. What's good, baby? Good morning, Juanita Karen Hart's Terrence on the check-in. Good morning, Ty East Pool.
Peace.
Good morning, Sandy D. Hey, what's up?
What's up, sis?
Did you say me some cereal? Good morning, Paul Joseph Williams.
Peace.
Good morning, Dennis Atkins.
What's up, bro? What's up,
Latoya. Latoya, good morning.
Peace.
Good morning, John Booth. Cuzzo, what's good? Kimberly Renee. Alan Chance, all the way from the UK. Salute and good morning to Alan Chance, all the way from the UK. That's my buddy right there, man. We talking music. We sharing different music with each other. Shout out to Rob Hush. Good morning. Beatrice Woodard. Washington Fred on the check-in. Derek Jones on the check-in. Everybody, salute to you all. Frederick H. Johnson on the check-in. Good morning. Good morning, my brother. So salute to you all. And again, we're going to clap it up for you all. We love you. Peace and blessings. Hope everybody having a good day.
Yeah, right?
Yes, Juanita, salute.
And if they're not, we're going to make sure that they are.
Yes.
You see what I'm wearing this Storm? I'm actually wearing an authentic.
That's the official.
Original BKS1 Radio t-shirt.
Oh, that's
with,
the official. Wow.
This is the authentic throwback I have on this morning.
Oh, we got some brand new BKS gear coming out.
Yes.
So trust me, if y'all want a t-shirt, hit us up. Make sure y'all get down to that park. We may be throwing out some. We might be. All right. Yes, July 4th, Cedar Brook Park is going to be off the hook.
Yes.
City of Plainfield is giving an awesome concert and everything. BKS1 Radio will be in the building. We'll be your MCs and DJs and all of that. So salute to you all. Yes. What you think of?
How about for Who Owns the Mic, right?
This Saturday.
This Saturday that's coming up, right?
Yes.
For the Who Owns the Mic. Why don't we give away 5 t-shirts for the first 5 people that come in?
Give away 5 t-shirts?
Yeah, just give away 5 t-shirts.
I got to see if we have them on order. If we have any left. Sure.
Like, as soon as they come in, the first 5, that's it. The first 5, not family members.
Okay. Yeah.
Because family members always want something for free.
Yeah.
Not family members. To the first 5 people that come in.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Give them a t-shirt. That'd be something nice, right?
With it.
Just
I'm with it.
Think about.
So now we're going to be talking about several things today.
Oh, yeah. It's a full day.
It's a full day, and we got a great guest coming on the way. And I don't want to, one of the things I don't want to get too deep in, but let's see what's going on in the news. So I hear now, the Trump administration now is separating children from their parents.
I cannot.
Woo, did you hear about that?
Did I hear about it?
They said it's the law.
It's the law?
That's what they said. They said it's
What's
the law.
The law?
They said it's the law.
Well, let's find out some more about this because that's crazy. That's crazy.
Said the woman who they got out the Mexican restaurant who don't want the Mexicans here, but she want to eat Mexican food.
Want to eat their food. She want the authentic Mexican food, not Taco Bell.
Yes. No doubt.
I cannot.
No doubt.
Yes.
Shout out to Mal Davis
right
on the check-in. Mal, what's good, man? Shout out to shirts and stuff, man. Salute to you. They're gonna be giving me my official gear for the 4th and everything, because I always rock when I go because I'm be wiki at the parade and the concert.
Wiki.
Yes. But back to this great administration that hails in Washington D.C.
Yeah, okay.
That is now, co-signing, and they're showing visuals of children in cages. Am I wrong about this?
No.
They're showing visuals of the immigration laws and all this. Oh my God.
They need to stop.
Look at this representative making a passionate plea about what's going on. Real quick. We're going to show you the clip, and we're going to talk about a lot of different things today. So hold tight, but we're going to show you this clip. What do y'all honestly think about what's happening right now?
We sent letter after letter after letter, asking these committees to investigate the Trump administration's policy, which is now resulting in child internment camps. That's what I said, child internment camps. But we have gotten no response. We do not need legislation. This is a policy, and understand this. This was a policy invented, implemented, and executed by President Donald Trump. And so, in conclusion, Mr. Chairman, we need you. Those children need you. And I'm talking directly to my Republican colleagues. We need you to stand up to President Trump. We need you to join us in telling him that we reject this mean policy. We need you to tell him to abandon this policy. We need you to remind him that this is the United States of America, and it is a great country. And we need you to stand up for those children. We sent letter after letter letter after letter, asking these committees.
I like what he just said. He needs to remind him. We need to remind him that it's United States of America. I seen something this morning with Kevin Costner in an interview, and he was saying that he doesn't recognize. He said, "I hate to say this, but I don't even recognize the United States anymore. It's like we're not the country that we used to. Like we don't like." The United States was always known as the great melting pot.
Yeah.
Because you had people who migrated from all over to come here to start a better life for themselves and for their families.
Is this the new America?
So, exactly. So it has this turned into new. I mean, this is definitely putting a tarnish on what America was supposed to have
been founded on,
and stood for throughout time. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I cannot.
So, okay, when you talk about separating kids, we all know what that sounds like from their parents.
Exactly.
And you know, we've experienced it. Our ancestors have experienced it for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years and everything. So
it was us at one time. Now it's them, right?
Now it's immigrants, and
it's wrong.
See, this is where the common bond has to start coming into play, right?
As human,
as just humans, see, this is where the common bond with anybody that thinks that justifies this, the whole rationale of, well, if they come over here legally, blah 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 blah, we taking the parents and this and this and that. You don't separate any parent from their child, at least in 2018,
Hello.
All right, and this is my whole thing. You have to really, we walk in a crazy line right now of this country being inhumane. Again. So
again,
all I'm just saying is, I don't care whether you're Republican, and we're not going to even touch on this for too long. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, whatever you practice, whatever race, color, whatever. We all should know that this is wrong. Something's not right here, and this is where you have to stand up against those in power. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I just want to say one thing. It's funny because people care more about pets than they do human life.
Yes, you're right.
And I know I'm gonna get people saying that pets are humans too and everything.
They're not.
Listen. Humans can't push out a dog. Humans can't push out a cat. You understand? We talking about babies. Children who they may be running away from something and they look to America to come to America to get a better life.
Yes.
And now, listen, a lot of times these immigrants, they come here, they can't afford the paperwork.
Exactly.
That paperwork is expensive.
Yep.
That stuff is not cheap. To get your green card, to become a citizen and all that stuff is expensive. So a lot of times when they're working document, they get a Social Security card, and a Social Security card on top, it says something like it's only for working purposes only, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that may expire.
Yeah.
And if they can't, listen, a lot of times they sending money back home.
Mm-hmm.
They trying to help. It's like, listen, you come over there, you try to get what you can get, and then we're going to send for you all. But these jobs aren't paying a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of them are bus boys, riding bikes, bus women. They working in kitchens.
Yeah.
They working 16-hour days for less than minimum wage. And these people are getting over on them because they know that they can't go to somebody and tell and stand. They're not going to have anybody stand up for them.
Yep.
It's not cool. And then you want to arrest them. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Then you want to arrest them and come into their house in the wee hours of the night and take them off and cart them off and then separate them from their family. Like, when did we become that country?
Well,
yeah.
In 2018.
When did Trump get elected?
I'm just saying.
First day
it's not right. It's not cool.
I mean,
it's not cool. We'll talk about them, but we want them to do our cheap labor.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
I cannot.
If he wants to deport all these people, who's gonna run his restaurants and his hotels, and who's gonna cook food? Who's gonna be servants in his house? So you kind of contradict yourself. And also, as we said off air, 2 of his 3 wives are immigrants.
Hello. Thank you.
You can't dislike immigrants that much. They might dislike you because it don't seem like any of your wives ever were happy that they were married to you. Probably other than when they went to the bank. But
I need everyone that voted for Trump because obviously where we stand on it. Okay? I need people that openly acknowledge that they voted for Trump and that they still support Trump to speak out against this. See, the silence is deafening. If you sit back and don't speak out against cruelty to children, you're beyond the beast. You're beyond demonic. There are no words. The words simply escape me. Now, so far as, is this the country we... Stop. Because we know how my people got here. We know what happened to the Native Americans. We know that there were internment camps against Japanese Americans, Japanese citizens.
Crazy.
We know what America feels about gay people. We know what this administration feels about women. We know what this administration feels about dictators. He salutes dictators.
Yeah. If you think
He
about it,
salutes
he loves
dictators.
dictators. Yes.
That kill his own people, but calls people that kneel to protest police brutality sons of bitches.
Yeah. Wow.
So you listen. Everyone has to accept and stand up for what they believe in, right? You're going to be judged. If you can see a child in a hamster cage
and not be moved
and stay silent, to hell with you, to hell with everything that you represent, to hell with everything that you stand for. I am not with this. You can call me if this is what America is, I'm ashamed. The fact that people on the other side don't speak out. We already know with everyone on this panel where we're going to lie. But for Republicans to sit idly by, you are next. Trust me. It is coming for you. Yeah. How can you watch? The words escape me that you could see a child in a cage, right? But cry when a dog's in a tree.
Yeah.
Huh? Or talk about the fur trade. Listen, and I'm not for animal cruelty, but we live in a country where some human lives have no value and animals do. This is America. This is where you live, and this has been America.
Right.
It has been America, and it is America. The question is, what will we be next?
No doubt. Let's read some comments from the chat. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. We're discussing this whole immigration thing with Trump. It's crazy. Children being separated from their parents is
and put in cages.
It's ridiculous. And let's read some comments from the chat, and then we're gonna keep it moving.
Okay. If I can pull them up on it. Thank you, sir. Yep. Ingrid Judge. Another phase to make America white again. If we tolerate this, eventually we are next in some form or fashion.
Fact.
Let's just say we'll be repeating it again.
We're next. We already are.
We've been there.
We are and still
repeating
there.
it. Yeah.
We're
Paul
still
Joseph
there.
Williams. This separation of families is no different than the mass incarceration of black fathers getting the maximum minimum sentences. When you take away the strong maternal or strong maternal figures, no, you're okay, away, you have their children ripe for free prison and labor.
Exactly.
Wow.
Thank you, sir. Well said. What he said.
Okay, Anthony Jean.
Green.
I'm sorry, excuse me, Green. And I have on my glasses. How better could you handle this problem without this process taking place? Although we say it's wrong, how do we rectify the problem without this separation taking place?
How do we rectify? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
How do we rectify the problem? One, stop putting children in cages. Two, if you're going to deport someone, keep the family together.
Yes.
It's not rocket. What do you mean
Send
how?
them all
What do you
back?
mean how?
Well,
What do you mean how?
Well, remember
you
the
don't have
core-
to separate children from their parents.
His
No, you don't have to put them in cages.
But remember this. Well, his core reasoning is because this will control the gang problem and the thug problem and the violence problem.
It's actually going to create
that's coming across the border.
Okay.
So this is his reasoning. So
Okay.
my whole thing.
So I'm 5 years old. I'm in a gang.
No. So listen.
Go
So
ahead.
You will be.
can I?
Yeah,
No,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
sir.
All right.
Yeah.
So So my whole thing is,
Yeah.
all right, so with him saying, okay, the reason is the MS-13s and the thugs and this or whatever like that. So my whole thing is there's so many other different strategic ways to control a problem with people coming over here across the border with ill intent. Then you gather a gang task force, one, and then you gather the people, law enforcement, that are familiar with these types of gangs and these types of situations or whatever, and you come up with a more viable solution than, okay, we're gonna separate children from their parents, we're gonna put children in cages and all. This is not the answer. And what you're doing right now, you're making America look to other countries like some inhumane animals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's like
Beast.
it's taking us back.
Beast.
This is
Demonic,
taking us back
beast,
years
beast.
and years and years.
Centuries.
And nobody could really rock with this.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying, I don't care what side you stand on, we should all look at it and say this is an inhumane
You show me who
situation.
You show me who you are by co-signing this.
Yeah.
You're letting me know who you are. When you make a statement like, well, what can we do? Because name me another administration that dealt with immigration this way. The Republicans or the Democrats.
And Nikki Raspberry hit it right on in. There's nothing new. History is repeating itself again. And this is true indeed.
If you think about what he's doing, though, he's actually doing the total opposite of what he's saying he's trying to do, because he's trying to say he's trying to do this to keep out the gang element. But what he's actually doing is creating the element for someone to get into a gang. Why are most of these kids who are in gangs now? Because they don't have their parental figures, they don't have family, so they turn to gangs as family. So if you're separating a child from his family because you don't want him to be a gangbanger, you're actually breeding him to be a gangbanger.
Excellent point.
So,
we got to slide on.
Yes.
We got to slide on.
Yes.
All right. So again, let's read some comments and then we're gonna keep it moving.
Okay.
All right.
No, yeah. Oh, I thought you was gonna take that. I'm sorry.
I'll take the call. Caller from the 404. State your name when you calling from. You on the Man Cave Morning Show.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Demetria.
Good morning, Demetria.
Good morning.
What's good?
Good morning. Well, I didn't know. I'm so happy that you guys touched on this, because I just sat and watched the whole BS press conference from the Orange Cheeto and his staff talking about this exact situation. They never addressed the children in the, as they call it, internment camp, because that's what it looks like, cages with whatever, however they want to dress that up. Oh, I know what they said. Chain release partition is what they call them. Either way, my thing is this. You know what that solution is? They're building family detention centers.
Yes.
Now, what kind of sense does that make?
Facts.
What the hell is a family? So you just throw the whole family in prison. And the bigger subject is they're still supporting separation of families from their children. Number one, you have a lot of people who came over here as teenagers who did not go to the school, which means that they did not go to the school and graduate. They don't qualify for junior, but they've been here for 20 years. They have whole families with American women. And if those men, and mind you, most Latino men and most men that come from other places, they work hard. And usually the wives stay at home with the children. Okay? Yep. And if you take this man because he came here 20 years ago, but because he did not go to the school or graduate or do any of that stuff that he was supposed to do, he doesn't qualify as a dreamer, which means he gets deported. That's what you just did. Right. You just separated a whole family, and now you have a woman back on welfare because she has to struggle to take care of the children and find a job where she had a man who was making money. Who just needed that piece of paper to say, you can stay here with your family. But they're not talking about that. They're talking about, oh, they're coming illegal. Like you said, a lot of these families are running away from stuff. They don't understand how bad certain things are in certain countries. Like you said, MS-13 is really bad over in El Salvadorian country. And they're not like the gangs over here where they just go and say, hey, come join our gang because you're lonely. No, they walk up to your house and you say your son can't join. They shoot you, your son, and everybody in the household in their head. They have the cartel doing the same thing. I mean, when I watch the news with my husband, there are a lot of bodies that you find built up and dead in these countries because either the cartel or some badass gang that got to them. And people are running from that. They're not running from an impoverished country. They're running from the violence that is taking hold of their country.
Right.
And they don't want that for their kids, so they're coming here. And you're saying, screw you, we don't care about your safety. Get your ass back to your country and die. But we love this. And then the hypocrisy of all of that is You're deporting people from a country which you came over and killed their ancestors for.
Oh, please.
Wow.
The border used to be Mexico.
Our ancestors were stuck in cages and brought over here to build this stupid country. And you stole it from the ancestors of the people that you're now trying to kick out.
Of course.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Of course. This is America.
That is fire.
Yes. This is America.
Because I'm pissed off.
You know what? You have a right to be pissed off.
Yeah.
Keep on being pissed off, and we thank you for calling in on the Man Cave Morning Show. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys, and thank you for covering this topic, and have a great day. I'm going to continue
Do
listening.
people are there illegal immigrants that come from European countries? And if so, what happens to them? Are they separated from their families? Just asking.
I just had a quick statement I wanted to say
just
about
asking a
that.
question.
I just wanted to say this. Think about this. When you say make America great again, so if you start making these detention camps, because that's just what they are.
Right.
They just put a fancy word.
Concentration camps. Right.
Okay,
That's what they
it's
are.
a detention camp.
Yeah, 2018.
So if you're doing that, you're trying to make it great again for who? You're not making it great again for the people who have put their lives on the line, blood, sweat, and tears, who maybe came here illegally and didn't go through the right channels, but they probably been here, like Demetria said, for 20, 30 years. Who are you trying to make it great for? You're not making it great for the people that are here already. You're making it worse for them, us. I'm sorry, and it's all because of the color of our skin. Brown and black, you have no power.
And what channel did his immigrant wife? Did his immigrant wife get here through the right channels as well?
Yes.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say that, sir.
We're gonna
switch gears.
We're gonna switch gears a little bit because we have a guest.
Yes.
A friend, one of the most talented brothers that I've met. That hails from my city.
Yes.
Very honored and actually very proud that he's here, and he's been doing a lot of great things. And it's funny, the name of our company is called Best Kept Secrets Entertainment, right? And people don't realize who they living next to.
Yeah,
you know who they see every day, the great things you know he's done, because he's very humble.
Yes,
but he's very talented, great businessman. And again, he hails from Jersey.
Okay.
You know, I'm from North Carolina, but he resides in Jersey.
North Cackalack.
We're going to introduce and bring on to BKS1 Radio, the Man Cave Morning Show, Mr. Lee Fields. Let's clap it up for Lee Fields.
Welcome.
Thank you guys so much for having me here today.
Oh, welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
Now, bro, it's been a minute since we sat down and kicked it. Before the show, I was just actually talking about a conversation that we had, me and you had some years ago when I came to your cookout and everything, just about the business. Yeah. Just about the business. Tell me right now, like, what led you to say the music business, the entertainment business, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to focus on, this is what I'm going to be great at?
Well,
speaking to the mic, yes.
In the beginning, I really want to be a businessman, because being from North Carolina, at that time, there weren't too many.
To the mic, Lee. Yeah.
There weren't too many black businessmen, and I look around the city. I'm sitting there like say like I'm like 12 years old, 13, got a little paper route, and I'm wondering why do we have nothing? And it really bothered me, because my mother and father, they bought up one of those little real reasonable houses in North Carolina, so we were one of a few in the city that owned our own house. But we had stayed on my dad had sharecrop for a while, so we had stayed on the premises that were owned by whites, and at that time, you know, it was very, very prejudiced. I mean, what we're going through today, man, is nothing compared to the 60s in the South. I mean, it was the real deal, man. I mean, the man just whipped you when he wanted to whip you. You know, his police just come by and put you in the car and just hit you side of the head with blackjacks and stuff, and put you out just for sport. So back then, by my mother and father owning this little, it wasn't a great house. It was a nice. I mean, we thought it was great at the time, but we owned it. And I remember so many times that mother had almost lost the house. The man would come out and put a for sale sign at least 3 or 4 times, because there in Wilson at the time, for black males, there weren't too many black males that had a pretty lucrative job, so they had to go away and work in other cities and come back, send the money back home. So when the man put this for sale sign on the house a few times, I would go out there, man, and take it and throw it on the house, because the house was built on these little bricks. And Mama used to make me go in and set it back up, and she would cry and cry how I'm going to pay my bill. And I made up my mind, man, I'm about 11, 12 years old with a paper out, and I was saying to myself, regardless how bad things get, I'm never going to cry over a bill. Listen, if I ain't got it, man, you just can't get paid, bro.
Let me clap that up. That one up.
But I'm gonna try to have it. I'm gonna try to have it for you. And I'm gonna try to have it for you on time. But
there you go.
If I ain't got it, man, well, the few dollars I have, I'm just gonna get myself something, relax, sit back, watch TV, and enjoy myself.
I like that answer.
But I've always looked at music business, spelling music with a small M. And business with a capital B.
Gotcha.
And so many artists go into business today just thinking it's all about music, which it is. But you got to be a business. That's why they put business on the end of it. Music business.
Yes.
If you just go in it and just for the glory, just for having a good time and seeing all the people around you, and the man giving you a nice lick tonight, financially wise, and you're wearing some sharp clothes and you're having a good time, but life is constantly passing by.
Exactly.
You have to seize every moment for what it is. You know, I didn't have the gold records like a lot of people had, but I was consistent, and I worked consistently over close to 50 years in this business.
Nice.
And worked all over the planet. I worked, you name it, the country, I've been down. And still on the road. Matter of fact, we'll be in Austin, Texas. I want to tell you we're going to be in Austin, Texas. This week at the Ice Cream Festival.
That's right.
In Austin.
All right.
But what I'm saying is, most young entertainers, you gotta look at this as a business. You can't just take it as a thing of just having a good time. Do you end up people be making money off your music for years and years to come, taking care of their families, and you have nothing.
Right.
You know, and I would have given that advice to any young aspiring entertainer that's coming up.
And with that being said, and it's funny, man, and I know I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about it. A lot of people, since you've been coming up and doing your thing, and one of the things I'm glad you said was consistency, and you tie that in with longevity.
Yeah.
This is why you're still doing your thing. But how have you handled, was it a great thing for you, or did it bother you? How did you handle the comparison with the legend James Brown?
Well,
what does James Brown mean to you?
Well, I met James Brown. I was 22. I had a record out called Let's Talk It Over. It was like number 3 in Augusta. And so they brought me down there, me and ZZ Hill. And we were playing a place called Amvets Club on 9th Street. So James Brown radio station, the DJ at James Brown radio station brought me down. And so I was supposed to leave that Sunday, fly back that Sunday. But he said, you know, Mr. Brown is coming back in from Japan. And if you stick around a day, you get a chance to meet him. I said, man, meeting James Brown, my hero, because at the time I thought James Brown, I had held James Brown in such high esteem and still hold him in high esteem. But at the time I had him, you know, he was singing songs like Stay in School and Don't Be a Dropout and Black and I'm Proud.
Right.
And things like that. I thought he was like a God figure, man. You know, like he must be some agent that was sent here from heaven
Right.
to sort of put us on point.
Yes.
So, man, I'm gonna meet James Brown, man. I can't believe this. And I was really starstruck. Then the next day, I see James Brown driving up in this red Eldorado with his cowboy hat on, and it was in all black. And he had his wife. He had his wife and his daughter, Dee Dee. Matter of fact, I saw Dee Dee not too long ago in Augusta when Sharon Jones was at Sharon Jones' funeral. She's the one that arranged things at the Bell Auditorium for Sharon Jones' last respects.
Okay.
But she was a little girl there. And James was holding her in his arms. Then he put her down and he started to talk. He started, it was about financial things, money. He was like the money that he made in Japan and all of this, which was inspiring. But at that moment, I realized at that moment, being that my resemblance was an uncanny resemblance to James Brown, that what I had to do is going to be very much more difficult than any other artist because of the voice similarity, and the resemblance, so. But at that moment, listening to Mr. Brown talk, it made me realize that was the first moment that I said, "Well, I need to find me." It took a while, but it was the adventure. If I had to do it all over again, I'd do the same thing because it took me to all kind of places, and I met some of the most interesting people on the planet, some of the biggest stars on the planet, and watched them in their glory of how, in many of cases, the only person that I met on that quest of finding myself that really put me on target of finding me was Solomon Burke. At the time, this was like mid-60s. Solomon was at his peak. He was the king. At the time, he was the king of soul, what they call him, the king of rhythm and blues.
Right.
And James was just rising and almost about to, topple Solomon Burke. He told me, when I saw Solomon coming up, the difference was when I saw James coming up years later, he was driving a Cadillac. When I saw Solomon coming up, he was driving a brand new station wagon. But he told me, he said, "Hey son, I bet you thought I was gonna come in a Cadillac." I said, "Yes sir." He said, "Well, this car you see here now, this belonged to. We got a funeral home in Philadelphia. This is one of the cars that belonged to the funeral home." And he gave me some advice. He said, "If you want to be the last in this business, don't go in town, try to drink up all the liquor. Don't try to get all the women, and keep it business. Music with a small M, and business with a capital B." That's what he told me. It's stuck with me.
It's stuck with you ever since.
Now, I'm gonna just fast forward just a little bit. So, the movie about James Brown, Get On Up, right? A lot of people, and it's funny because she actually thought, my host thought that was Chadwick Bosewick doing all the singing.
He did a phenomenal job.
He said no,
and I had to say to her, I had to look to her. I said, "No, that's my man Lee."
So what happened was, let me just clear it up. I really did. I thought it was him. I said, "Oh my God, he's amazing. He sing too." I didn't know it was you.
No, that was me.
He did an amazing job portraying James Brown and singing like you.
So I'm gonna play a quick scene from the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was this you in this part right here? Let me play the clip.
Look at these people, James. I'm ready. You know what I mean? When is it gonna be when we up there?
We'll be back in 10 to flip me again. Woo, yeah!
Right now.
What?
Huh? There's a stage and a piano, and right now ain't nobody on it.
What you talking about? We can't go up there.
Why not in the floor? It's like you said. We're just playing around with Caledonia. Let's go play around.
We on? Let's go. See?
Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're enjoying the show.
We're the Starlighters.
We're Famous Flames.
Famous Flames?
We're the Famous Flames.
Caledonia! Walking with my baby, she got great big feet. That long lead, and ain't got nothing to eat. But she's my baby, and I love her just the same. Crazy about that woman, 'cause Caledonia is
Second line, but what they did, man, they mixed it in. Like when we was live at the Apollo, they mixed my voice in with James, and
wow,
it was a lot of stuff going on in that movie, man. I know one thing. It was a good payday.
I bet it was. A great payday.
Man, I hated when that movie ended.
I know it was an excellent payday. So now, how did they come to you? How did you get hooked up with being a part of this film?
Well, Mick, I can only speculate him. I did a tribute with a lot of the people that did a lot of work with Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones.
Okay.
They was giving them a tribute out at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame out in Ohio, and they wanted me to be on the show, which I had no idea why they wanted me to be on the show. But I was on the show, and people they dug me. Next thing I know that Mick Jagger was the producer of that movie. And the next thing I know, they wanted me to. They sent some tracks for me to sing. They sent Caledonia. They sent Cold Sweat, and they sent maybe another song or two. And I sang the songs, went to the studio and cut them. The next thing I know, I'm in the movie.
Wow!
And so we movie lasted for about 6 months. That was a beautiful payday. Oh yes, but and then after that, the movie came out, and then the rest of it is history.
Yes. Let me ask. You said earlier in the interview that you've traveled all over the world. We named the place you've been there. What has been the best place that you've ever been to and performed, and they received you, and what's been the worst place that you've ever been to?
Well, actually, everywhere has been great.
Okay.
Everywhere has been great, man. I mean, because as I said, when I saw James, people that had never seen me perform, or that maybe saw me perform maybe 20 years ago, what I do now, it's like it's a combination of James, it's a combination of Sam Cooke, Wilson Pickett, Bobby Womack, Solomon Burke. See, we are the same way. We are what we eat. We are what we hear as well.
Yes.
I mean, if you put a child out of the United States now, and you put him in Spain. It ain't but a matter of time before he starts speaking Spanish.
Facts.
Right. We become our environment.
Right. Yes.
We become where we are. So, as an artist, it ain't but a matter of time. So I like P-Funk. I like, as I said,
you gotta like P-Funk.
I like just about everything. I'm very diversified when it comes down to music.
Okay.
Because I listen to everything. I like Tom. What's my boy name? He just passed away.
Just passed
away about 6 months ago. He got a radio show. It's gonna pop in my mind in a minute. So many names in the back of my mind. But and the Heartbreaks.
I can't think.
His name's gonna pop in the mind in a minute.
Okay.
But I was so saddened when he passed away. But I listened to the Stones. I listen to a lot of groups that is not even heard of. If I'm gonna stay in the game, I gotta be smooth enough. You know, if I'm on a stage, like for instance, like we opened up for Ed Sheeran not too long ago.
Okay.
With a group out of Australia that I cut a record that went very big over there. I did the vocals for him. So we walking on stage, open up for this guy. Audience loved us. And then I sang with people like the guy named Tom Petty.
Okay.
But like I was singing in the early 2000s with a very big producer, dance producer out of France, Martin Solveig.
Okay.
And now Martin Solveig plays places like the Borgata.
Okay.
He plays out in the Winds out in Las Vegas.
Okay.
He played his crowd. He'll put on a Tuesday night. They put you 4,000-5,000 people up.
Wow. On a Tuesday night.
And if you pull up his name, Martin Solveig, he was on the world's hottest DJ list.
Okay.
So I sang with him for like 5 years.
Okay.
So I had to sing, and 3 of his biggest records was my voice.
Nice.
Wow.
So like people would see me in Plain Five, go down to the liquor store, buying a beer or something. Coming out, I walked in the liquor store one day and a guy hunching on the guy, man. I heard this clip. Man, this is a line. They watch it. Hey Lee, where you been? Well, I just got back from, I probably said Spain or somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
You see that? I said, yeah, man. I wasn't, man. Yeah, I had a good show. And I'm walking out of the store. See what I tell you, man. I just saw him the other day at the liquor store. I just saw him the other day at the liquor store. But the way I travel, I jet.
Yes,
I
in and
jet.
out.
Man, you might see me today. And see me 3 days later, man. I could have been to Abu Dhabi or
right. Exactly.
or Dubai somewhere.
Exactly.
Because I was in that circuit with I was working with cats like some of the guys I was working with on the show with what's the guy's name? It's gonna pop in my mind in a second.
It
That was
happens.
a big time pop star.
Okay.
That name is almost escaping me. It'll pop in my mind in a second. But anyway, I had a chance to work with a whole lot of people. I did the Coliseum Bercy with at the time the Black Eyed Peas.
Okay, nice.
I worked with Adam, the guy that's on The Voice.
Adam Levine.
I worked with him. When I say work with him, open up for him.
Yes.
With Martin Solveig.
Okay.
Open up for people, as I said, back in the day, Hillary Duff.
Okay.
But it was his scene. It was Martin Solveig's scene. If you pull him up and you check out his hit record, you're gonna see videos of Lee Fields up in there too. And I got paid. Well, the victory part about it is getting paid.
Yes. Just clap that up. Definitely. It's nothing. Fame fades. Yes.
Man, getting the cash is where it's at.
Hey, look, clap that up again. Now, let me ask you. I want to run this clip. This is your clip. And you tell us what's going on after I run this clip right here. And again, if you're just joining us on the Man Cave Morning Show, we have singer, entertainer, Mr. Lee Fields in the building.
Yes. Sure.
Great singer, musician, playing for his own. Great businessman.
The boots, okay.
I checked those out as soon as he walked in the door.
We're gonna take a picture.
That's how you know
we had a shoe cam.
That's how you know he's an original player from the Himalayas, right there. That's real stuff right there, sir. I ain't mad at that.
I can't see him.
My wife Christine, she like when I go on stage, we spend a lot of money in uniform.
Got to look
You
good.
know, every week there's another uniform, and then we take them down to the tailor and get them. But that's part of the show.
Yes.
You know, because I was influenced also by Liberace.
Wow.
I was influenced
Great
by
entertainer.
everybody. I'm trying to still think of this hip hop singer. What's his name?
Oh, he's a hip hop guy you're talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
this guy was like huge, man.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll pop my mind on the side.
It'll come to you.
Yeah.
It'll come to you. That happens when you're trying to think of something.
All the time.
All the time. Then you remember it and say, there it goes.
Now I'm gonna run this clip. And here it goes right here. Mr. Lee Fields.
Was a married man, saying you were 23. Don't make me do wrong, baby. Don't make me do wrong. Don't you know?
Feels the film. Tell me about that, man.
Well,
yeah, talk to the mic.
These two young ladies, they came to a show one night. Well, actually, one of them came to a show one night, and then the other one came another night. Both of them came at another time. They were so amazed with how the audience was responding. See, like my show is like, although I'm a bit spiritual, because of my upbringing.
Okay.
But I'm far out as you could go when it come down to, I have no limits on how far I can go. In other words, you could put a guy up there, he could say all the words of vulgarity he want to say, but I could say the same thing by using just words that will be above the impressionable mind.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And saying the same thing. So that being said, these two young ladies were so fascinated by the show, they start following me everywhere I went. They would get, if we playing out in St. Louis, if we playing in Los Angeles, if we playing in Chicago, Detroit or somewhere, they there with the cameras.
Wow.
So for 5 years, man.
5 years.
Wow. 5 years, man. I was like, hey, man, when in the world they ain't know they was coming today, but they said they were so enthusiastic about filming me.
Wow.
That I said must be something good gonna come out of this.
Wow.
Because only thing, as I say it to me, music is a business, man. I love music with a passion, but I treat it as a business.
Right.
Because I mean, you know, this is how I make my living. So these two young ladies, the probability and possibilities of them bringing something very positive to the table is very apparent because of the enthusiasm that they're showing.
Right.
So I decided to film. It got a little bit of I don't know how people do these
reality TV.
shows.
Yeah,
people filming all the time.
All the time.
You know, man, I couldn't pull it off. I couldn't pull it off, man.
Like I'm using the bathroom right now. Excuse me.
After the show, I'm ready to chill.
Right.
And just be me in it.
Camera.
And then I have a camera in your face. But I said to myself, they're so enthusiastic, so let them roll. And they rolled for about 5 years, just filming and filming and filming. I really didn't know, other than the fact that they said they want to do a documentary. And my friend Sharon Jones had a documentary, and Charles Bradley had a documentary. So you know why not?
Why not?
But after a while, man, with the camera in your face, man, you sitting there chewing a burger, man.
And then right.
Somebody said, "Oh, you gonna eat that?" So man, it got a little bit kind of a little overbearing, but they were so dedicated. And when you had that kind of dedication, something always good. When a person is truly dedicated, something good is coming out.
Right. Absolutely.
So I just bailed around.
Let me ask you. So you've been in this business a lot of years, and to still be in it this long, you apparently have to love. First of all, what was the love that got you started? What was the thing that got you started in this business to love it? And to see it transition the way that it has, what are some of the good things that you think have happened in music, and what are some of the bad things?
Oh, the guy's name, the rapper name is Akon.
Akon. Okay.
Yeah,
Right. Wow.
A couple of TV shows with him.
Yes. Wow. Nice.
Over in France.
Nice.
Not a rapper, but a singer.
There's a singer, Akon?
Yeah, he sang. Akon sung.
Okay. I didn't know he sung too.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Did he rap? I didn't know he rapped.
Yes. Yeah.
He sings and raps.
Yeah, because the hits that I heard.
And he builds villages.
Yeah.
That's why I like Akon.
And water.
He takes care of his people.
And the
Africa
question
and everything.
again was, what made me?
Well, what made you first of all fall in love with singing and being in the music industry?
Well, as I said in the beginning, man, I want to just be a businessman, and I had a paper route and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then back in 1963, I think I was about 12 or 13. At that time, depending on when that show aired, man, I see these guys coming on TV, but the Beatles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, the Beatles, man. The guys was like, man, at that time, man, was like.
They were gods.
They was like sent from another world.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Sent from another world to show us how music is done.
Mm-hmm.
Four of them, man, were just totally amazing, man. And then that made me get a liking for music, and my mother bought me a guitar.
Okay.
Well, I really actually bought the guitar because I paid for my paper route.
Okay.
But she had good credit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I got my band, I'm playing like bass, right? And then next thing I know, somebody said, man, they got a movie out, man, called The Tammy Show. You ever heard of this guy called James Brown? Man, you look just like him, man. You look just like him, The Tammy Show. James Brown.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I kept on getting that, man. We saw The Tammy Show. You look just like the dude, man. You got to check it out. So when I saw The Tammy Show, and I see James Brown, that sealed the deal.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I had to be a musician, man. Later for the paper up and all of that, man. I had to pursue this love, and I fell in love with music. And then I started singing. I was in a talent show.
Okay.
And I won the talent show.
Nice.
And the band that was playing in the talent show asked me to be their singer.
Nice.
So then I get my brother in, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy was playing when I was on stage. Tommy would play bass, and when he was on stage, I would play bass.
Okay.
And we started a thing in the mid '60s in North Carolina. Man, we was like, we had a band called the Dave Bryant Five, and then this white group asked me to sing with them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were called the Mad Hatters.
Okay.
The Mad Hatters. Because then all of a sudden we started doing these big beach gigs. We were doing the Georgia Tech. We were doing all of the East Carolina University, all of these colleges. And I was making more money than my dad. My dad was like working in D.C. with a construction company.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, he was sitting home maybe $125.
Mm-hmm.
That was his whole week. Basically, his whole week with overtime.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And I was making like $300.
Wow.
I was making like $300, man, in 1960.
Wow.
1965, I was making $300 and $400 a week.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
But when I met Solomon Burgers, I said he told me about business because in the beginning I got a little wild.
Yeah, of course.
I was a little wild.
Young with money.
I was a young buck, man.
You wanted that Cadillac.
But then I realized, I thought about what Solomon Burke said.
Mm-hmm.
It's about business.
It's about business.
And I came to New York at like 17.
Okay.
I get in New York, man. Okay, I get in the groove back in the day. Singing around New York at the places like in Brooklyn, the 521, the Boston Road Ballroom, places like that. And all of a sudden, I meet this guy called Teddy. Y'all remember Teddy Powell, right?
Yes, Teddy Powell.
He was a big promoter.
Mm-hmm.
He was a big promoter, the late Teddy Powell.
Mm-hmm.
And him and Gene Red. Gene Red had a group called Kool and the Gang. They wasn't even known, man. This was like 1969.
Mm-hmm.
1969, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gene Red thought it was a great idea to put me with Kool and the Gang.
Okay.
So I worked with him for about 6 months.
Wow.
I worked with him we played like the RKO Albee.
Mm.
The RK over here in Newark, Proctor.
Okay.
Right.
Proctor, but anyway,
Yes.
and then we did a lot of little small clubs. But Cool and the gang at the time, man, I never seen a group that was so focused. I was still a little bit rambunctious, man. You know, I thought when we finished the show, you go out in the audience and just enjoy yourself a bit. Cool was talking about, hey man, they used to call it skull busting. Let's go and skull bust. They go back to the dressing room at the break and just talk about how to make the next show better.
Wow, nice.
Wow.
Focus.
Wow. So
that capital B.
So yeah,
business.
Yep. And that for 6 months they worked along good, but then the rest of his history, Cool them skyrocketed. And I used to see him on TV. Said, "I wish I just would have went back to the dressing room and just listened
and skull bust a little more."
Listen to Ronnie. Oh, Ronnie don't call himself Ronnie no more. What do he call himself now?
I don't know. I'm not
He got
sure.
some Muslim name now.
Really?
Yeah.
Ronnie,
I didn't know that.
DT, let me see, Ronnie, DT, George on drums, Claytors died in it.
I'm not sure.
Guitar player.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's the one with the son. His son is named Hakeem.
Man, I don't know. I ain't talked to Cool Man. Got to be in 30 years.
Go ahead, Jay. You want to say something?
Yeah, I just had a quick question I wanted to ask you. So, being that you've been in this business for such a long time, and with all of the new music that's coming out, and you know, like singers like Kim, can you see yourself doing something with Kim, Gregory Porter? Because they're kind of old school. They have like these old souls, and it's like that neo soul. Do you see yourself doing something with some of the newer generation?
Well, a lot of the newer generation are using my music now.
Okay.
You know, like Travis Scott.
Oh.
His big record,
Antidote.
That's my song.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
my song. And I just heard the other day that Snoop Dogg cut something.
Nice.
But if you go on the internet
cut the check.
and check out the rappers that have used Lee Fields and
Yes.
Expression music, you'll be surprised.
Wow.
J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole,
Okay.
yeah.
J. Cole used your music. Jay Dilla used your music. Who else? We got
Rick
it.
Ross. He's in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I see a lot of names
Did you
here.
say Rick Ross?
Yeah, he was in there too.
Okay.
I don't know what song he
ASAP
called.
Rocky.
Only thing that I know
Wow.
is
the
the
check
checks are
clear.
clear. Correct. The checks are clear.
Because it's a business. He getting his
And I'm
coin.
not mad at you for
Yeah,
that.
man, it's about business,
He
man.
getting his coin.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you're touring, a lot of artists talk about the money that you make overseas. You think you're more appreciated overseas as opposed to here now when you're grinding on tour? What's better?
To be frank with you, man, I make just as much money in the States as overseas.
Good.
The good thing about everything that I stay busy on, like I just said, like you see me Friday. Well, we're gonna do a tribute to Sharon on Thursday night. Then you see me Friday before I leave. I go to Austin, Texas. I fly down to Austin. And then you see me Sunday, I'm back at the liquor store buying some beer. And you ask me, say, Lee, where you been? I've been in Austin, Texas.
Just seen him.
I love it. Yeah, man, we play everywhere. We play North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. We play New Jersey too. We was down in, we did a gig down in on the shore.
Okay.
Last summer, and we was at New Jersey Pack.
Nice.
Right.
We was at the New Jersey Pack. I was there with Maceo, not Maceo, but Fred Wesley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The James Brown
okay.
tribute.
Nice.
And I was
Nice.
there with Maceo.
Yeah.
Not Maceo, but Fred
Step into
Wesley
that mic,
and
Lee. Yep.
Pee Wee and
Pull up to the mic, sir.
Pee Wee and all of the James Brown camp.
Right.
Miles Hill on drums, because I know all them guys.
Yeah.
I knew Maceo ever since I was probably about 15.
Wow.
Because he's from Kinston. He's from Kinston, North Carolina. So he used to come in and drop in when he get off a tour with James and sit in with us. And then people like Curtis Pope, the guy that played trumpet for Wilson Pickett for about 30 years. Can you imagine having all these guys, man, like
jamming
on the stage with you?
Wow.
Hey, man, it was like amazing.
Now, you got a lot. When I'm looking at this, I'm like amazed. And let me try to blow this up so that people can see it. But you got some crazy tour dates coming up, man. And so I see Austin here. I see France. I see Belgium coming up. I see Italy coming up. Denmark, Portugal, all of this.
Wow.
And that's not all the tour dates. They don't put them all on.
Yeah.
We like booked up to the end of the year.
Wow.
Wow,
nice.
you busy.
Clap that
Wow.
up. Capital B. I like that.
4th of July, you're going to be in France.
You're going to be in France on the 4th.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Las Vegas, California.
And then he goes to Italy on the 5th.
Now I'm excited about Las Vegas because I never actually played Las Vegas. This is gonna
Really?
be my first time.
Really?
I'm hoping that somebody says, "Oh man, let's get this guy
pick you up.
a little."
Of course.
Let's just give him a little stay out there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Although
those.
I love traveling, but it would be nice to stay in one place.
Stay in Vegas.
Vegas is
Get
very
paid.
Vegas is
lucrative. Yeah.
popping.
When people get
paid.
Yeah. Vegas is
Residency.
popping. Yeah.
A residency in
Yeah, get a
Vegas. Yes.
residency out there, man.
Stay
That'd
at
be
one
nice.
place.
Yeah.
It's hot though.
I love
That's
Oh,
the
man,
one.
it's so hard. I go to Vegas all the time.
Yeah. Whew. That's the one
Let me tell
thing.
you, we played. Let me tell you, you think Vegas is hard, man? We played. What's the name of the city? Wasn't Salt Lake, Phoenix.
Yes. Arizona is hot.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes.
We get there 10 o'clock at night, man.
113 in the shade.
And the airport is nice and cool, right?
You step
And then-
outside.
and then we're gonna grab an Uber, right? Me and my bass player was supposed to grab an Uber together. He came in on a different plane. I stepped outside. I said, "Man, you gotta get your Uber. I'm gonna get mine."
You have to get
It
your
was
own
so
ride,
hot.
my brother.
I couldn't believe, man.
Yeah,
on
Arizona.
planet Earth,
In the
that
middle of the night. Hot.
It was such a wonderful city.
Yeah,
and the
I heard
people
that too.
Gave so much love,
Yeah.
but listen, that I give that and Abu Dhabi and Dubai. They
Arizona is as hot as Abu Dhabi. Wow.
Yeah, man, it's just as hot.
Arizona's
Arizona's
hot.
I don't know whether it stays.
Yes, it does.
On a consistent basis.
Yeah, Arizona.
I know people who used to live there. Yeah.
I want to run this joint right now. It's a Lee Fields joint that I like. It's called In the Woods.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm gonna play this right now for the people right now. I'm gonna let y'all see this video right now on the Man Cave Morning Show, WBKS1.com. This is Mr. Lee Fields right here.
now. I like that. I
Mumble
like that.
rappers, take note. Real music. Real music. Just saying.
Real
music.
Music right there.
Yes. Real in the field.
In the Woods, man. Who produced that? Did you write that?
No, that song was written by Leon. I'm gonna give you the right name. I'm gonna pull it up. He's like Dan Arrowback doing background for me, and I'm gonna pull up the names to make sure I give them the proper credit. See, I try to retain everybody's name, although the name is there. But I have such a
long list.
Those are a lot of names.
Names that it takes. It takes a few minutes for the name popping in because I had to go. You know,
You've acquired so many. Yes, sir.
Well, if you can remember a story from meeting James Brown in his car with his daughter from way back when, I know your memory has to be long.
Yeah.
I can't even remember half the stuff I did last week.
I saw her, as I said, like last December.
Okay.
And it was amazing. I never thought that after that, man, that I would ever see her again.
Yes.
Wow.
Nice. Oh, wow. So that was your first time seeing her since that time?
First time seeing her since
Oh, wow. Wow.
And I was so amazed because she was a little kid. She was about that big.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now, you know, of course, she's got kids of her own. And
Yes.
Doing her thing.
Because there's such a resemblance between you and her dad. What did she say when she saw you? Because sometimes at that age, kids don't really remember anything. But did she remember you?
Leon Bridges.
That's his name.
Bridges.
Okay.
That's his name, Leon Bridges. Thank you, boo. My son be listening.
That's what's
Yes.
up.
Hey, boo boo. The group that Dan Arrowback sang with, send me that. The Black Keys.
Okay.
Black Keys, okay.
All right.
The Black
Give
Keys.
me on it.
That's him on that. That's him on that record in the background.
So
Okay.
so this is what we're gonna do,
These
man.
are like rock stars, man. They be playing, man. They be putting.
They got
Put the crowds in the seats.
9,000 in a place. And
Nice.
He gave me a helping hand, came and sang on my record. But what I really want to do,
Yes.
this city, Plainfield, to me, is very important.
Yes.
Yes.
To me, I think Plainfield, I put it like this, I done been all around the planet. Love the city. Ain't seen nowhere else where I would rather stay other than here.
A lot of talent.
Okay. We'll clap that up.
And it's the geographical location, man.
Yes.
This city, to me, is the ultimate.
Why, she's the queen.
I love all the cities that I've been, but Plainfield, man, is a special place and will always. It's just, man, we in the geographical correct location, man. We are correct.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Geographically.
I'm gonna run this other joint right quick, and I think they fixed the Facebook sound problem.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, but he was broadcasting everywhere else.
Okay.
You're broadcasting live. We broadcasting live right now. YouTube,
Yes.
Twitter, Periscope. We all over right now. Ustream. So everybody else, they got it. But I'm gonna run another joint that I like. See, I go through certain ones, and I'm like, oh, I like this lead joint right here. So I'm gonna hit him with this one right now.
Okay. We can get on.
It's all good, girl. Good to see you too.
Said MC3. Don't make me do wrong, baby. Don't make me do wrong. Don't you know we can play the game? Things will never be the same. No. Things will never change. Don't you know we can play the game? Things will never be the same. Don't you know? I've always been a faithful man till you came along. I've always been a grateful man. I've always been a faithful man. Don't you make me do wrong. Don't make me do wrong. I've always been a faithful man till you came along. We were just hanging out. Didn't mean a thing.
Yes. Yes.
I started walking out. Something came over me. Never felt so guilty. Never felt so good. Don't you make me do wrong, baby. Don't you make me do wrong. Don't you know we can play the game? Things will never be the same. Don't you know we can play the game? Things will never change. Don't you know we can play the game? Things will never be the same. Don't you know? I've always been a faithful man till you came along. I've always been a grateful man. I've always been a faithful man. Don't make me do wrong. Don't make me do wrong. I've always been a faithful man till you came along. I've always been a faithful man till you came along. I've always been a grateful man. I've always been a faithful man. Don't you make me do wrong. Don't you make me do wrong. I've always been a faithful man till you came along.
Wow, wow. Let's clap that
Nice.
up. Yes.
Music, baby.
Faithful
Yes,
man
sir.
until you came
That
along.
song,
And a female.
and we two together a lot.
Right. Nice. Nice.
She be telling me stories about the days with Missy Elliott and all of that.
Mhm, Nice. mhm.
And she doing well. She living down in Atlanta now.
Nice.
A female.
I ain't mad. Hey, well,
Okay.
hey, I guess it can go either way.
I always
Right?
been a faithful man until you came along.
She just turned, just switch the words around a little bit.
Topic for tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Dig it.
Maybe somebody told her that.
That's a song we gotta sing every night right now.
So let me ask you, man, what's next for you, man? Like, you've done so much throughout your whole career, and I watch the movement, and I watch you just grow and grow and grow and grow. What's next? What is something that you haven't done yet, or somebody that you haven't worked with yet that you know that you want to work with, or something else that you want to do?
I'm looking forward to Las Vegas. I'm looking forward to Las Vegas. But I know I can fit into that environment. I can fit in an environment, man, and I can pull it off.
Yes.
Not because I think that that my talent is that great, but because I can feel the vibe of the people that
Yes.
goes to Las Vegas.
Mhm.
They want to be entertained.
Yes.
Right.
They want to be entertained, man. They come to the right dude.
Right.
I'm an entertainer. I know how to just let people give me the energy.
Yes, that you need to
To
feed
take
on.
them in the direction that
Yeah.
they want to go in as me. I can feel what you need.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, you want some of this?
Mhm,
You know, I can feel that. So I don't be trying to saying that I can just do it myself. It's not me, it's them.
Exactly. Right.
They be,
The
I can
vibes.
look in their eyes and tell exactly what they want me to do.
Mhm.
So Las Vegas will be a place that I'm really excited about going.
Yeah, well, let's got to make that happen. Let's wish that and pray that into existence.
And if it does happen, the next time I'm down in Vegas, I'm going to make sure I catch your show.
Well, we're gonna be in Vegas on
In
September.
September?
We're gonna be in
Okay.
Vegas. We got 2
We
nights
should
out
take a
there.
trip
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we could do that.
Was it
That'd
September
be
8th
nice,
or
man.
9th? Yeah.
The people from Plainfield should come out and give us some support.
Yes,
definitely.
yeah.
We coming.
Well, you might
Yeah.
see these people.
Yeah,
from
you
Vegas.
might see us.
Let's
September, we could book that. We
We're
can
gonna
make
do
that
it
happen.
Vegas style.
And that's a
Yeah.
good time to go.
That is, 'cause it's not so hot.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little cooler
Yeah.
in September.
Yeah.
And you know what? I wish, because the city is funny that I know you're gonna be in France on July 4th.
Yes.
But the city of Plainfield, and the mayor and everybody, they're giving a great concert at Cedarbrook Park and everything. And then we were fortunate enough to pick some of the talent.
Yeah.
They can't, and so we coordinated the talent and everything. I definitely would have gotten you on that.
Yeah,
Oh, that would have been nice.
Yeah, I definitely would have gotten you on that. And because I
All-time
know,
favorite.
oh man, that would just
That
been an
would've-
awesome.
That would have, yeah,
awesome show, awesome
Yeah.
lineup and everything.
Yeah.
But maybe next year,
Next year.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yes.
next year we put
We
you
can
right
plan
on
it.
that bill, bro.
Definitely would be nice.
Yeah, Plainfield's own. That would be
Yes,
that would be hot.
Yes. So
That
all
would be
right.
hot.
So where can people follow you at and contact you at if they want to reach out to you and book you or whatever?
They can get me at Lee Fields and the Expressions.com.
Lee Fields and the
All
Expressions.
the worldwide agents is on that page.
Okay.
Our United States agent, our European agents, and everybody's on that page.
Okay.
And they can also, go to Facebook and look us up
Yeah.
Yeah.
and seeing what we're doing.
Lee
And,
Fields, man.
It's all,
Respect.
It's
Wow.
all about love.
And
It's
if
all about love. I overheard you talking when I walked in about the calamity
Situation, yeah.
that
Yes,
is
sir.
happening now on the border.
Yes, sir.
I got a song called "Money Is King."
ain't that the fact?
When money is king, the words are, it's a sad word. People need to listen to that song because I visualized it several years ago, what made me write the song, that something of this nature was going to happen.
Yes.
If you ever make money king, that money is king.
Yes, sir.
And then this is the consequences that we have to pay.
Facts.
And but people need to listen to the words of that song. It was a lot of songs I'm writing that I've written in writing is because of visions that I see. And but I try to stay out of the political realm.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know
Entertain
nothing
everybody.
about
Right.
politics. Other than the fact that I got enough sense to know that's wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I might don't know.
But I know wrong.
Why the political rhetoric and the political
Right.
cluster of you can't do
Yeah.
this, you can't do
Right.
this.
Yeah.
But I know
I
what's
know
something
what's right and
I
wrong.
got
Know
enough sense to
something
know
wrong.
Something right and something wrong.
Hey.
I'm gonna give you a song. I'm gonna give you a song.
Okay.
I may not do right,
But I know when
what's
I'm
wrong.
doing wrong.
I may not do right,
Man, this man done got a hit on me.
but I know what's wrong.
Dig it.
Got a
I
hit
may
on.
not do right, but I know what's wrong.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. You might got something there, man.
Lee said you might got something
He
there,
gonna go
boy.
home and put pen to paper.
Put it together, man. I throw a nice beat to it.
Matter of fact, we got to get in the studio together, man.
Yes.
He about his business.
Man, over there. I love this
Business
man.
just happened.
I love
just that
We
fast.
hook up, man. We just go to the studio and just see can we come up with something.
Yeah, I'm with it, man.
Nice.
I'm with
I
it.
love him all the way back to
Nice.
11-year-old Paper Route. You know why? I'm listening to his story and I'm saying like, I mimic and mirror a lot of that. When I was 11, the same thing. Hustling with my paper route. And making my own money and helping out where you can help out. You got to, you got to do that sometime.
Yes.
I'm listening to
Yes,
his
sir.
story and I'm like, wow. And look where you're at now. So hopefully I'll be in your
God has
shoes
been
one
good,
day.
no doubt about it.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
People giving you some love, man, and I'm gonna read some comments. Jerome Mitchell said, "Lee Fields, tell him Rome Dog said hi."
Rome,
What's
hi
going
man.
on,
What's
Ron?
up, partner? How you doing? Gonna be out in Ohio very soon. I hit you up when we're coming.
Okay.
No doubt. Vereen Brown said, Vereen Brown said, when are you coming to Detroit? Blues women love you. They said the blues women love you.
Yeah, I haven't. Well, I don't know exactly when we're going back to Detroit. We haven't been there now in about a year. We was at the a theater up there, not the Fox, but it's a bowling alley theater. She know what I'm talking about. We played so many places, man. It's kind of hard to recall those names.
Yeah.
But hopefully we'll be there soon, and hopefully I see you.
All right. Rome says sounds like a plan, and Lucretia Taylor Johnson, she said, "Hey Lee, you have been traveling a lot. Glad to see you on BKS1."
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is the place to be.
That's right.
This is the place. Hey man, if you ain't on BK1, man, you ain't on.
Yes, you hit it right on the head.
That's a drop.
Yes, we go.
Just the business.
Lucretia also said, yes, I like this one. Talking about the last song we played. Thank you for playing, Norm. And Laverne Long said, represent.
That's right.
She said,
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
yes.
you're getting a lot of love.
Yes.
So definitely, man. Well, you know, look, man, you family. So
yes, sir.
You could come on through.
Well, I appreciate you guys taking your time today, man. Giving me this time to communicate with your audience all over the world and here in Plainfield. It's really, really very much appreciated on my behalf. I really appreciate it.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Well, again, you can come back anytime, man. Your family, and go support this brother.
Yes.
His songs is all over. You can buy him from
They're
any
everywhere.
digital outlet.
Legendary Lee Fields.
Yes. Make sure you check him out. If he's in your town, come and see him.
Yes.
You know, if he's not in your town, fly out and go see him.
Somebody followed him for 5 years, so you can do it too.
Again, we want to thank you. Lee Fields, Plainfield, New Jersey, BKS1 Radio, Man Cave Morning Show.
All right.
And also you can follow Lee Fields on Twitter as well.
Okay.
He on Twitter too. See?
Wow.
See, follow him on Twitter
and Instagram.
And
Instagram.
The son hooking him up and like, Pops, you gotta tell him this too.
My snowman said, and he said, don't forget this.
Hey.
See, I got the whole family.
There you go. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Like Sly Stone says, it's a family affair.
That's right.
Now, if you missed any part of this interview or what we talked about today on Facebook, you can catch the whole thing on YouTube. It will
For
be
sure.
It will be on YouTube. You can catch the thing in its entirety on YouTube, and it's on Twitter in Periscope right now.
Yes.
Live on YouTube right now, so you can catch it. Any part of it that you missed. Lee, we want to thank you again, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and we definitely going to talk soon about some music.
I'll see you later on this week.
Okay, all right.
I got back from just one down in Texas.
And when he come back and catch you at the liquor store.
There you go.
Catch Lee at the liquor
Y'all
store.
go get one
Stay
together.
Gonna catch him at the liquor
Nice to
store.
meet you, yes, sir.
When he get his beer.
Thank you,
I
sir.
ain't mad at him.
All right.
Yes,
Take
sir.
it easy. All right.
All right.
Pop that up one more time.
Man.
Wow.
I promise you, the resemblance to James Brown is uncanny.
Yes.
Yeah, the
It's-
tone.
the walk, it's uncanny. Now
it's
that's
crazy.
when you really see someone and you just be
Yeah,
like, oh my goodness.
But I mean, that was a good niche for him to get in.
Listen,
you know, hey,
listen,
no
I
doubt.
like to look like somebody
And he
too
can
if it's
sing.
gonna get me in. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's talented.
Yeah, so-
okay. All right.
Definitely.
Love it.
Definitely a great interview.
Great show, sir.
Yes.
And y'all already know. Me and him get in the studio, we cooking up something.
Yeah,
Listen.
man, I see it.
All right.
I already see it.
So remember, y'all can catch the show if you missed anything. Go to that YouTube. BKS Radio TV is right there on your screen, and you can go there and check it out. And make sure you share it out. Y'all don't even understand what just happened here.
Yeah,
exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
A legend.
Got graced by the legend.
What just happened here?
A legend. And today, still getting money off of these new rappers.
Yes.
Today.
Yeah, using the stuff.
Yes.
He really following the path of James Brown.
Yeah, I ain't mad at him.
Lee own it.
Okay. And he getting that
He
business.
He owns his stuff.
So wifey got on me about that song. About
said
the
you
faithful
like that
song.
song.
She said, "Oh, you like that song? Huh?
We gonna
gonna
talk
talk later." No, it's a good song. I like catchy hook.
He talking about you, sis. He talking about you.
Jeez.
Yeah, I would have gotten some of that feedback too if it was the song was like reversed. It was like, you like that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, song is dope.
And look, you got to forgive us for the Facebook
Always
problems
been a
because we see a
faithful
lot of
man
y'all was on the check-in
since you came along.
and then when we lost when they cut us off, they actually cut us off from running the clip on
the movie clip.
The movie clip on Get On Up. They cut us off.
They cut it off.
Yeah, they shut it down. And that's when everybody dropped off. Whatever. Then we had to
cut that out.
Go back and forth. We were still live everywhere else.
Yes.
That's what I love about.
Yes.
Our broadcasting.
Facebook is so
Facebook
petty
need
and
to cut it out.
touchy.
Yeah, like
Oh
cut
my
it out.
God!
Cut it out,
like,
bro.
stop it.
It ain't that deep.
Yeah.
It ain't that deep.
And
Only
then
on
the
Facebook.
guy who's singing the music
It's sitting here.
is sitting right
Yeah.
here. I don't understand.
Listen, that's not the first time it's happened.
Yeah.
The artist, we pull up the artist's music, and the artist and they cut us off for playing the artist.
Let me
that's
tell you,
sitting right there.
Pamela
Crazy,
Longa,
yo.
Pamela Longa Toto has a show here on BKS1 Radio, right? She
Play
play
her
her
own
own music
song.
while
And
she
they
on the
stop-
show,
And they cut off her
shut it
music.
You don't own the rights. I'm sorry. What?
So you type in, yes, I do.
It's me.
Exactly.
She goes, yes, it's me.
Exactly.
Okay, so guys, don't forget this Saturday coming up. What do we have? Who owns the mic? That's right. We will be in the building. We're going to be at 301 Richmond Street, and that's in Plainfield, New Jersey. Okay, remember, if you are a singer, spoken word artist, comedian, by applause only, open mic, you can get in. The tickets is what, $10, right?
It's only $10.
There you go.
All right, who owns the mic? This Saturday, the doors open at 7 p.m.
Yep.
It's going to be a great night.
And it's supposed to be a nice weekend too.
Yeah, I'm rocking on the ones and twos.
Okay.
I'm rocking on the ones and twos. There's going to be some incredible live performances.
For sure.
All right. And also a little buffet too. But you only get the buffet if you get the $10 advance tickets. You got to go. When you see the link, click, get your $10 advance ticket, come out. It's a grown, sexy thing. So you're going to be hearing grown, sexy music all night long. And the performers, they win by applause only. It's going to be a cash prize given out to the performer that wins by applause only. So whoever gets the most applause, they get that cash prize.
Yes, sir.
So singers, if you want to register, spoken word artists, comedians, if you know somebody that's a singer, comedian, spoken word artist, and they want to showcase their skills, come out this Saturday to the Who Owns the Mic at Express Lounge in Plainfield, New Jersey, 301 Richmond Street, Plainfield, New Jersey. The last one we did, we had a blast. It was great.
Yes, great
It was
show.
a beautiful time.
Yeah.
A lot of beautiful people. Everybody was grown and sexy. They came out, couples came out, singles came out, people met new people and stuff. It was just a great affair. So come on out this Saturday and rock with us, the BKS1 family. You know how we do.
Yep.
All right, so what else we got popping? It's coming. 4th of July?
4th of July. Yes.
That's a full day for
A
us.
full day. I
Jackie,
remember
get some sleep.
doing that. Oh my God. Yes, I'm gonna get some
damn
sleep.
sleep.
I'm gonna get some sleep.
All right, let's talk about
Gotta
what's
work
going
on
on.
his voice, too.
Yes, in the city
Yes.
of Plainfield. All right.
So the 4th of July.
Yes, the Honorable Mayor Matt
Yes.
in the city of Plainfield. It's a day of celebration, everybody. It's a day of community. They are presenting. They are giving the city of Plainfield parade, and that starts promptly at 10 a.m.
Yes.
on East Front Street. Yes, we will be hosting. When we say hosting, we mean we're on that mic.
Yep.
For
Because we
sure.
are radio people.
Yes.
So when we say hosting, we mean we are on that mic that day, and we are on the ones and twos that day for the parade. And then right after the parade,
Yes.
we all scurrying down. We all running down to Cedar Brook Park,
Cedar Brook
getting
Park.
ready for that concert
Yes.
that this wonderful city of Plainfield is
It's gonna be
giving.
a full day.
Oh man, because we
Sheesh.
got it set up and we got to
Yes.
get set up and everything.
It's gonna be a
You
full
know,
day.
we hosting that too, emceeing
5
of
p.m.
course.
sharp.
That's what that means. And on the ones and twos again. But guess what? The concert starts at 5 p.m.
5
sharp.
p.m. sharp.
And the lineup is crazy.
Yes. Yep.
Everybody here gonna rock out. Everybody.
Yep.
So no matter who you like, who's your personal favorite, it don't even matter because
Smokey.
everybody's gonna sound good in their own right.
And not only that, it's certain music in here that's gonna be for each generation that people could have
Each genre,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Definitely,
All right.
definitely.
Yes.
So starting at 5 p.m. sharp, the concert is starting just like that. So don't be late. You really need to get there at 4 o'clock with your
So you can
lawn
get
chairs.
Set up your spot. Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
get
Set
your
your spot up.
Get there at 4 o'clock with your lawn chairs, get your spot and all of that. You got the Ladies of Sky. Oh my
Okay.
God. Surface, Allure, Jay Chosen from The Voice, NBC's The Voice. An incredible salsa band called La Control. An amazing, going to take you to the islands.
Kasplash.
Yeah,
got
reggae
it
calypso
right.
band. Yes, Kasplash. Yes. And the New Jersey Connection. Matter of fact, I was just watching the Soul Train reruns, and they was playing the New Jersey Connection on there. So shout out to the New Jersey Connection. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
They're gonna be rocking out in an amazing voice. This brother can sing. Steve Lavelle is going to be in the house. He's going to shut it down. Trust me.
Oh my God, y'all don't even understand. This is free.
Yeah, it's free. Yeah. Shout out to the City of Plain for giving this one.
Wow.
It's going to be at Cedarbrook Park right after the parade, and then the fireworks right after.
Boom, boom.
Yes. So no matter where you from,
love fireworks.
Tri-State, New York, come out. PA, come out. Jersey. Be in the house. It's just going to be an incredible day of just fun, food, music, great people. Come represent, man. A sense of community on that day, July 4th.
Yeah.
All right? So you already know what it is. Y'all know when it comes to us, this show's never about us.
It's always about you.
Because
you are the next best kept secret.
Smooth P, take us out.
Wakanda forever.
Bang, 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 bang.
See y'all good people.
We're going to finish up that topic tomorrow. Might as well. We ain't going to.
Come on in.
Yo, this is Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1 Radio.
It's your girl Chanel, BKS1 Radio, and I'm here with the beautiful Garcelle Bouvet.
I'm paying you later.
Hey, I'm the queen of comedy some more, and right now you're rocking with BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio Network. I'm here with the amazing Miss Tasha Smith. How you doing?
I'm doing so good. Thank you for coming out.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Hello, Denise Boutte. Hey, what's up? Shout out to BKS1 Radio. See you soon.
Brick City's finest, J.D. Williams. I'm in the Savage Podcast Studio, chilling at BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio. I'm here with the legendary Mr. Dick Gregory. How you doing today, sir?
Fantastic, brother, and thank you.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Jamie Foxx, BKS1 Radio. What's going on with you?
Storming on. This is George Dr. Funkenstein Clinton for BKS1 Radio. They be doing the dog, y'all.
Yo, this is Chris Spencer, and you're on BKS1 Radio.
It's your girl Chanel, BKS1 Radio, and I'm here with the beautiful Garcelle Bouvet.